All right, guys. Here we are, week 7, day 4. Happy Thursday. Today we are going to do a quick lesson over triangle sum theorem. Okay, we talked about this before in class. We've done an activity with triangle sum theorem. So we're going to talk about that, and hopefully us talking about that will jog your memory as to what triangle sum theorem is. After we talk about it a little bit, I'll show you 2 ways to solve it, and you can pick the way that's easiest for you. So here we are, nearing the end. Miss you guys more and more every day, but we are trudging through. So triangle sum theorem. Here we go. All right, so in class, what we did is we created triangles. You drew them with rulers. You measured each angle with a protractor. After we did all that, we cut them out. So as you can see where these black lines are, that would be where you cut them out with your scissors, okay? After we cut them out, I had you kind of try to connect them together in this configuration, okay? If you did your triangle perfect and measured your angles perfect, what should have happened is you should have been able to line your angles up on a straight line. That's this blue line here. Okay, that was the hope as to what was going to happen. Now, some did, some didn't. Okay, what we should have realized then is if all 3 angles can line up on a straight line has 180 degrees in it. Okay, which means that all 3 angles in a triangle have to add together to be 180 degrees. So, triangle sum theorem says all 3 angles in a triangle must add together to equal 180 degrees. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 degrees. Now, that is the definition, but we say all the time, definitions are one thing, putting it in practice is another. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over one example. And in that one example, I'm going to show you 2 ways to solve. Again, pick the way that's best for you. If you don't like one way, pick the other. It's not going to hurt my feelings at all. All it is about you getting it done and getting it right. Okay? So we're going to have an example and 2 ways to solve. All right, so here we have our example. Okay, our example is there's 63 degrees at the top, 59 degrees here at the bottom, and we have to find x here in this other bottom corner. So your questions will say, find the value of x. Simple enough, okay? Now, option 1 is, I think, the hard option and the option I don't really like, which is the option that your Google slide takes you through, okay? Again, if you like it, go for it. If you don't do it, because I'm going to show you an easier way. So option 1 has you write an equation. Helps if you can spell. So option number 1 has us write an equation. 63 plus 59 plus x, all of that has to equal 180 degrees. Now, easy enough, that's what we have right here. What option 1 wants us to do is it wants us to create an equation and solve an equation. Whether it be 1 step or whether it be 2 step, we know how to do that, okay? So we're going to start by combining these 2 guys together. 63 and 59, that is 122 plus x equals 180. Okay, now, once you get to here, that is a single step equation, so it only takes 1 step to solve, okay? If you remember, which if you do, great. If you don't, that's okay. This is where we learned that railroad track method. So, railroad tracks. So this is multiplication / division addition, subtraction. Bottom row is your answer. Okay? Remember, this is what's happening now. Okay? This is the opposite. So we've got one side that shows what's happening now. We've got one side that shows the opposite. Okay? So if we look at what we have, 122 plus x equals 180. Okay? So we don't have any multiplication or division. So that top part can go out. Okay? We are adding. So we've got plus 122. Answer goes in the bottom, 180. Answer goes in the bottom. The opposite of addition is subtraction, minus 122. Okay, 180 minus 122 would give us x equals 59 degrees. Okay, now this is kind of a long way to get there. Okay, and that to me seems like a lot of work. So I'm going to show you option 2. Option 2 is quick and easy to the point. Option number 2 is my recommendation. Okay, option number 2, you're going to add the two angles that you are given together. 63 plus 59 equals 122. After you get this right here, you're just going to take that away from 180. So we're going to do 180 minus 122. Oh, that should be 58. So then I would get x equals 58 degrees. Okay, so again, I would pick this option because all I have to do is add them together and then subtract. I don't have to do railroad tracks and think and that whole kit and caboodle. Okay, again, my opinion. You can do whatever you want. Now, you've got a Google slide to complete. Remember, make a copy and share it back to me. Make your life easy. Okay? Once you get it done, we're on the downhill, you all. Okay? Hopefully this makes more sense now. Again, if you need me, let me know. I'll try to do the best I can and help you out. Okay? Happy Thursday, and I miss you all.